Welcome to 734 Games, and this is Game Time. And this is your host, Tom. And before we get started on the fun stuff, which is Dead Space 2, my nephew is getting cancer treatments, and I have the link to his GoFundMe in the description. Anything you could give would be helpful, and anything that goes to this channel that you donate to this channel will go to his cancer treatments. And now let's get started with Dead Space 2 by the now defunct Visceral Games.
To see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Yes. Nicole Brennan. She was a senior medical officer stationed aboard a Planet Cracker-class vessel.
Ishimura.
USG Ishimura, yes. Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right? What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
They found something.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac?
And with that out of the way, Dead Space 2 came from an era when EA actually made real games that weren't just sports franchises. And this was actually a really cool series. They did Dead Space 3, but then that was more like a sports franchise style game. So just this run and gun shooter that no one cared about, that had nothing to do with the story. One of the best things about the Dead Space series was the story. Dead Space 1 was an excellent game. Dead Space 2 is a great game. A lot of fun. If you like survival horror games, then this is definitely your bag. Now, this game came out in 2011. It's obviously on Windows, and it's on Xbox and Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Now, it's backwards compatible for the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X and all their little proxy units. There's a couple other units in there, the S units. And this game is playable on all of them. And it's definitely worth picking up. It's going to be playable on Games Pass soon because EA Access is going to be on Games Pass. So you will be able to play it that way as well. I got this game for free from Microsoft on my Xbox Live Gold. Of course, I've had it on PC for a long time. For some reason, I never played. I have the Steam version. I picked that up. I have not played that one all the way through. I've not played the Steam version all the way through. But I have it, and it's not an expensive game. Like I said, you can probably pick this game up very cheaply. If you can find a used box copy. You can pick it up probably for about $5. And on Steam, it's probably I would probably say it's around $20. That's what EA does. Probably on the Xbox Live or on Xbox Game Store or whatever for the Xbox, you can probably pick it up for the same. And I mean, it's definitely worth picking up. Although the best value is to wait for Games Pass. It's going to be playable very soon on Games Pass. So that's the best way, and it's definitely worth playing, though. It's a fun game, really cool. It was actually one of my favorite survival action horror series. I liked Resident Evil, and I'd say this one is second to Resident Evil, and I would love to see EA revive this series. Now, I'm hoping that because EA games are on Games Pass, that maybe they'll decide to up the quality of some of their other offerings that aren't sports games. That would be really cool if they did. EA, if you're listening, please do that. I know I'm a small game channel, so you're probably not listening. You probably don't even hear me because I'm on a channel with 99, subs. But that would be really awesome to see games like Dead Space come back. They also, the Visceral Games, they were working on a Star Wars game before they were shut down. It's unfortunate we didn't get to see that. And they did, what was the other thing they did? Oh, they did Battlefield Hardline, which I liked Hardline as far as a single player. The multiplayer had some issues. And it was just the same kind of thing with for some reason, all the Battlefields. EA has a really hard time with Battlefield. I don't understand it. I mean, so many other companies put out first-person shooters. You think a company with EA's resources would be able to do that. But this is a good game, single-player game, no multiplayer. A lot of fun. You're always peeking around the corners. You don't know what's going to come out with you next. It's got that suspense. Everything that you need for a game like this game has, and it has a good story. So definitely, if you pick this game up, and you love survival horror, you're gonna enjoy it. I don't care how you pick it up. Pick it up on Steam. Pick it up on a window, or on not Windows, but obviously the Xbox, game store, or PlayStation. Although I don't know if you can. I don't think this game is going to be playable on the PlayStation 4, or it's either a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. So that's the only thing with Sony. I wish Sony would do something about that, but it doesn't look like they're going to, because they don't have to. But that's all. That's pretty much what it is. And check the game. I hope you're enjoying the footage. It's a survival horror game where it's a shooter. You do have a melee attack, and the graphics are decent. It's got some enhancements for your Series X and your One X. So I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about the game. You're gonna enjoy it if you look at the footage. If you like for survival horror, this is definitely a series to get into. Get this in the first one, and don't worry about the third one. You don't need the third one at all. Third one is just just don't do it. And that's pretty much it for this episode of Game Time. This is your host, Tom, signing off from 734 Games, where gaming is alive.
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.